All right. There. Okay, that should work. Let's try that and see if the stream is on now. Oh, there we go. We can skip. Yeah, I know. Forgetting to hit certain buttons, and I could swear I hit that button earlier. But we're on now. You guys should be seeing the picture. Do you see the picture? I hope you do. And oh, this thing is coming up here with all kinds of things. Yeah, it is one of those things. It is on now. It's another embarrassment for me. Boy, I feel bad when I do that. You know, I hit the buttons, and you think that you got everything going, then you're on to other tasks, and yeah. Hi, doctor, just got the notification. Okay, Sue, I'm glad you did. And anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. It is the last day of a wonderful month of May. So it may already be June in many places across the line. And that's where we're at today. So welcome all of you. And big welcome to Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and C&D Boy, who had to run to the store. I hope he's driving instead. Joseph Fields Official is also here. So those are our wonderful moderators taking care of things tonight. And thank you guys for being here as usual. That is awesome. And let's see what else we got going on right off the bat. Okay, Etna is on the screen, and that is from earlier today at about 2 or quarter after 2 or so, and that's what we're seeing there. So just so you guys know, and we'll get right at welcoming all you good people in here. And the reason we're not showing Etna live right now, well, I can, but last I checked, it was really fuzzy. And let's just hit that magic button and see what happens. And yep, I was right. It is. It's still really, really fuzzy. I don't know. They don't have anybody working on the cameras tonight. The other views are very poor. And it is unfortunate that we can't see anything off in the distance. I think I turned my mouse off on that, so I need to turn that back on if I'm in the right spot here. Oh, I got the wrong thing. I'm trying to turn the mouse on. There it is. Mouse, come on, there we go. All right, got my mouse. There's my mouse, and back there's where we're looking, and we can't see anything, or very, very little. So that's kind of what the situation is, and they haven't refocused this camera for a while. That's why I had put it back time-wise to about 10 hours ago, where we could actually see what is going on approximately. And that is what we are seeing on the side of Mount Etna. And of course, up here is where it sprung its leak, and it's about the 2,800 meter mark, and it's been pouring out very slowly and coming down the hill. Of course, that is what's been going on. So anyway, welcome to all of you. I'm going to start going through, and boy, if I don't write stuff down, I seem to be forgetting things as of late. I need to start writing things down, but I forget to write things down too. I know it was Tom that was in first, so Tom gets the cookies, but Henry was there at a very, very close second. Tom and Dice gets the cookies, and we'll also put and Henry because he was so close. It was like mere split seconds between them, and I'm not even gonna want to get a stopwatch out. It would take me too long to click the button of the stopwatch. So that is kind of it. Anyway, glad to have you guys in and doing your thing. Very good to see you. And let's get saying hello to people. So you are welcome, Tom. So Tom Dice, Henry Nelson, Juliet, okay, Sharon Stewart is here. Welcome. Doing Hawaii is here as well. Aloha. And Tetra is back. And no Tetra, I don't know if the skunk came back, okay? Juliet is also in the house, as well as Paul Williams. Brian, Perfectability 999 is here. Welcome. Sue Hayes made it in. Good to see you, Sue. Sarah Miles is here. Going up a little bit more. Trev T, as well as BMAT. William, good to see you. Mona Alfano, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Did I say Paul Williams earlier? Colin Deadman is here. King Colin Deadman. And I had to make sure we got that in there. Okay, going up some more. Sandra Rockland also made it in here, as well as Juliet is here, of course. And going up some more, looking for more wonderful names, and that I seen. Kate is here. Welcome, Kate. And going up some more. And there's that Doing Hawaii guy. I'm Dina, and glad to have you back on board. And going up some more, looking to see what other names we got. And not seeing any other ones. Lots of chat going on again. OFU Lux from Luxembourg, welcome back. I'm glad to have you on board. And sliding up some more to see what else we got there. Okay, we got Sarah, we got Tetra, and we got Tom. And going, looking and not seeing too many other names there. I know there wasn't a heck of a lot of people at the very beginning here, but that's all right. We're still scrolling up here, so let's see. Juliet is there, and I don't see anyone else up there, unless they're hiding. Unless I missed them, but I'm sure. Jojo 1960 UK, welcome. I did see that one. And we got Sharon Stewart, all right. Anyone? Timothy, welcome back. And Wayne Pinkham, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Going up a little bit more again here just to make sure. Daryl R, welcome, and Axe Wonka is back as well. Hermione Schaefer made it in. Daryl R, welcome all of you, and that is nice to have you on board. Mars 2028 also made it in. And did I say Sandra Rockland earlier? Yeah, I did. Okay, and I think we're good with names for right now. If I did happen to miss anyone, I do apologize. Don't do it intentionally. I try to say hi to everyone. It's just sometimes when you're going up and down a list, you miss things. Boy, Piggy, you really, really messing with my mind. Piggy Queen. Queen Piggy? I don't know. I think you should just leave it as Piggy, because we know you that way and we love you that way. All right, but that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, glad to have everyone here, and like I say, today is not the greatest of days for visibility anywhere, really. I've run into that just about every volcano I've come to, and didn't matter where it was. So I don't know how, if we're going to really make this show last the 2 hours there or not. Well, usually we've been pushing it over a little bit, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, getting back to what we're seeing, though, we do know that as time progressed, This is about 7.5 hours ago, roughly. This would be about 5.5 hours ago here. And you can see it really hasn't changed any as far as the way things look there in Sicily. And once we start getting into a little bit more of a dusky situation where the sun is starting to go down, you can start seeing the wonderful lava coming out of its place there. And we progress a little bit, and of course that didn't look too bad at all. I thought, okay, you know, we can live with that, and that isn't bad. I kind of like that. And then they went and just left the camera doing its thing and not attending it. It wasn't that bad for a while. Actually did look kind of nice, but then they moved the camera a bit and took the focus away, and I don't know what they were trying to do there, but that should be just right in the middle, because you're not seeing anything else. Why have it over on the other side? Doesn't make sense to me. Or are they expecting something, right? Anyway, that's what it ended up doing. I got fuzzy and really poor looking for the most part, and that's what it looks like right now, unfortunately. So I'm not happy, but hey, you know, at least we know it is there. It is doing its thing. Looking at some of the other views, we do see from afar here that it is still producing some glow, and that is indicating that we've got that lava coming out, but we're not seeing that tight little spot up top here. So we know there is nothing coming out of the top of Etna right now. It's all on the side. So she's got a flesh wound on the side, and that's taking all the pressure off the top of the chimney, unfortunately. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Dr. Fox, Etna's deep fried bacon review. Yeah, that's about it. And it's been in there a couple of times. All right, let's go over here instead. We all know where this is. The Reykjanes Peninsula, and what you're looking at is over at the power plant. It's not because of any specific reason. It's just that happens to be pointing there, and that is something we do like, being able to see that. I just got to find my right screen. There we go. And of course, here's one of the extra exhaust vents, and they've got several in here to let some of that steam out. The Blue Lagoon is just over here at the left-hand side, so slightly out of view, but that's where it is. And of course, we don't see a heck of a lot happening here either. Down here, you've got on the bottom a screen, I'm not sure, Reykjanes Island out in the is what we're looking at. I don't know if that's out there somewhere or something like that, or is that where it actually is located. I think they pointed it out there, and that's kind of what it is. Anyway, not a heck of a lot going on in Iceland, so it is pretty interesting though. Kevin Haynes, I didn't say hi to you earlier. I didn't see you, but welcome. And who else popped in? I think we're good. Hermione, good for the plants. Yeah, sure. It would be. Anyway, I'm not going to worry so much about what it looks like there. We do know that Reykjavik, the capital city, that's what the view looks like right now. And of course, fairly cloudy and stuff. It is late at night there, 11 or about 8 minutes after 11 p.m. Iceland time. And that's kind of, I'm surprised it's still as light outside as it is, but that is all right. this is nighttime in Iceland in the summer, so definitely quite bright outside for late at night. Anyway, let's have a look at the harmonic tremor chart, and this is the one, of course, for Fagre del Fjord, our wonderful beast, as we refer to it as Ragnar area. And not looking at too much here. I was seeing this uplift or rise in the chart, and I'm going, yay, keep going. And then it kind of just stopped, and it started going back down. So I wasn't too happy about that, but that's okay. Looking at some of these earthquakes, not overly big, as you can see. Same thing as yesterday, or just I had one a little bit bigger, but nothing serious. Unlike these other days where we would get very large spikes. Anyhow, not seeing anything that would make me think that there's an eruption going on, at least not yet. What, Dr. Fox? Oh, yeah. Thankfully for our thick curtains. Okay, Maria. Yeah, a late night. I can understand that. Ours aren't not that far off either. And George Couteau, welcome. And Gura is also here. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. And also welcome, Maria. All right, I'm going to slide down to the Grindavik chart, and we'll just have a quick peek to see what is going on there. And there is Grindavik, and we can see what it is doing. Let's get one more click there. There we go. And that spike isn't any bigger here than it was on the other one. You do see a few little guys in here, but nothing as destructive as before. That same rise pattern does appear here, and the same drop off. So that kind of makes me wonder what the heck is going on. That's got to be a larger event underneath, some heavy movement, that kind of thing. That is not, nothing major as far as, well, it's probably major movement. It's just not creating any extra major earthquakes right now. So not knowing what's going on underneath there, it's kind of a little bit on the odd side. But let's have a look at the earthquakes themselves, and we'll take a look. Nothing really big. The first thing, of course, I'm looking for is what's happening out here in the Reykjanes Peninsula, and we do have one offshore a little bit, but it's really not that much in that area. But we did find a larger one up top here, and we're going to investigate this guy first. And of course, my guesstimates of, we're seeing some tectonic plate movement. And why am I not able to click on him? Come on. 2.7. Let's see. I think he might be off the top of that chart. Okay, it's not allowing me to click on it. Every time I get close, it disappears. Okay, I'm not going to worry about him. That is a 2.7, and it won't let us click on it. So too far up on the map. Anyway, this is from yesterday at 1946. 1.6, so we're not going to worry about that so much. Zoom back out and take a look at the other row here, and I think most of this is yesterday's stuff as well. We'll find out shortly here once we click on these. 1.4, nope, 6:10 a.m. and that is 5.5 kilometers down. If we slide over this way, there should be another 1.4 right there. 7.8 kilometers down at 3:53 a.m. on that guy. And he wasn't as far down either. And then we've got this 1.6 Actually, there's 2 quakes there. So 1.6 first, 1.1 kilometers down, not very far, and 3:54 a.m. And then the other one here, also 1.1 and 3:53 a.m. For that guy, for the 1.4. Then we've got one other one, or well, it's actually 3. And I watched just Icelandic today, and he was out in this area looking at this island and stuff like that, and the tunnel that goes through at the end here, and showing some of that. That was very, very beautiful land. So if you guys ever get a chance, just Icelandic, he's a really good guy there. Definitely worthwhile having a look at his stuff. Anyway, that 1.0 from yesterday at 2000 really. Same thing with this one, 1918 for that one. And is that yesterday's as well? Yeah. And 1.4. I'm not going to worry about those guys at all. That is kind of what we're seeing there. We do see one a little bit more inland here. A smaller one, since it doesn't have that much around it. And that might be yesterday's. No, it is today's. We had one there the other day. So 1.1 and then 3.5 kilometers down, 15:49 is the time on that guy. And let's slide down to Astja. And where's Astja? There we are. All right, get it over there, and let's have a look at this 1.5 way out here that we normally don't see anything happening in that area, but there is one there. 1.9 kilometers down. Well, that's pretty close to the surface. 13:19 was the time on that guy. So definitely kind of an odd thing, but haven't seen one there yet. We have seen them right around here quite a bit, but I guess it can happen there as well. And of course, there's our lovely volcano Astja, and that is kind of what we're looking at there. Okay, from yesterday, 1911, and 3.9 kilometers down for that 1.6. So that was an older one from yesterday, and I'm not going to worry about that then. And as we slide down, I didn't see anything at the Grimsvatn or Bardabunga at all. And we'll continue and carry on looking over here. This is Hekla right in there, and we don't see anything there today either, and nothing at Katla either, at least not on this map. And if we slide over a little bit, the first a peak of anything is this guy here, and we'll have a look at that in a second. For those who are not familiar with Iceland, this is the Reykjanes Peninsula. Of course, Reykjavik, the capital city, and over here is where the airport is, Keflavik Airport. The town of Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, and Jardvik are all kind of together here, and then as well as the army base and stuff like that, or Air Force. We'll stay away from talking about those guys too much, but they are there. And then of course over here on this side, this is Grindavik, and that shot earlier that we were looking at, the camera is up here on the hill, and it's looking over here at the Blue Lagoon, or sorry, at the power plant and the Blue Lagoon. Things are slightly different there now. This is an older picture already as well. They do have kind of a holding pond out at this end right now. So just so you're kind of familiar with the area. While we're here, we do see a 1.3 right there, 4.9 kilometers down. That was from yesterday at 20:52. So 4.9 clicks down, that's quite a ways. Anyway, let's catch this 1.7 on this side and see where he's at from today at 121, 4.5 kilometers down, so quite a ways down yet, and not anything to get scared about or worried. And I'm not seeing any more here. Why? Come on, light up, you guys. There it is, those two. And what else we got here? There's another 1.7. And, you know, very quiet. I mean, what do we do? This one is only 1.4 kilometers down. That was actually from yesterday at 23:28. So 1.7, fairly big. But, you know, if it happened out here somewhere, it wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know. We may not have any eruption there for a while yet. That just could be the way it is. And let's see, 1.1 kilometers down from yesterday at 1956. And the other one out here was that 1.3, which is also from yesterday. And that is only a 0.6 of a kilometer down. And that kind of makes you wonder, that 0.6 of a kilometer down, that's 600 meters. That's not very far down. Now, again, we're not 100% sure, is that tectonic in nature, or is there actually being or magma applying pressure to it? So, you know, that one of the things that I have mentioned before is that our North American plate is moving. Well, mind you, so is the Eurasian plate, but the North American plate is moving a little bit faster, and it's moving to the west-northwest. So, what? Nibbles, DrFox's Post-its. Oh my God, is that what? I wondered why there's chew marks in there. Oh, slobber. Oh, piggy. Oh, sticky gooey mess. Anyway, so not a heck of a lot of seismic activity going on, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's go to one of the other maps, and we'll kind of look at see if we can see the same things. More or less, they've got some smaller ones registered here that we didn't see in the other one. This one from just disappeared. How did that happen? I waved over it and it disappeared. Magic. It was magic. Anyway, 0.0 or 0, 5.2 kilometers down, 1806 before it disappears too. What if I click on this one? No, it didn't. I couldn't get it to move. All right, 2149, 3.5 kilometers down, 1.5 according to that. And that is, again, in a place where we don't normally see stuff. Here's that other one near Astja. We do confirm that, 1.5, 1.9 kilometers down in 1919. And let's go over here. And this should be... hang on, Astja should be right there. Yeah, so we don't see anything at Astja itself. This will be over, Bardabunga should be right about there, and it is. And this is this area. They've had some very, very small ones, and that's probably why they don't show up on the other one. Anyway, 0.4 here, 1.1 kilometers down, likely in the ice, and 2043 on that guy, 2042 on this one, 0.3, 1.1 kilometers down, just about that same spot. This one, 0.9, 16 kilometers down, that'll be in the rock, and that is 2043 as well. This guy, 2041, 20.1 kilometers down for that 0.2, and then we have this 0, and it is 21.2 kilometers down, and 2045 was the time on that. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. And of course, this is Grimsvatn right here. And then we see this guy. This may just be ice movement. Let's see. No, 4.3 kilometers down, and 0.5 is the intensity or magnitude of that guy. Then sliding over here, as we mentioned, we didn't see anything at Ketla, and that would be Hekla right in here. If we zoom in, I'm sure. No, Hekla there. Hekla there. 0.8 there, and 4.3 kilometers down. 2011 is the time on that guy. So that's what we're seeing. So really, there isn't a heck of a lot more or new or interesting stuff there. They are showing a few more of the smaller ones on here. This 1.7, I'm surprised it wasn't on the other one. I think we did see that. Yeah, 1935, 5 kilometers down. And then we've got these little ones here, 4.1 kilometers down on this 0.3, 21:26 was the time on that. The 0.2, 5.6 kilometers down, 21:35. And then we've got this 0.2, 21:49, and 4.7 kilometers down. So again, they're not very high, or they haven't come up as much. This one is a little bit higher in elevation, 0.2, 1.6 kilometers down, and 21:51 on that guy. These other ones here, 5.5 kilometers down for this 0 at 1907, and this 0.3, 4.7 kilometers down, 20:27 on that guy. This guy here, 1959, 0.4 in magnitude, 5.1 kilometers down, and this one 6.9 kilometers down for a 0.5 at 1855. So if you ask me, are they scary earthquakes? No. That is not really doing a heck of a lot at all. I don't think there's anything major to worry about. Thank you, Piggy. I appreciate the 3-minute warning. That's great. So, yeah, it's quiet there, you guys. Not sure what we can do about that. Send Trev with the lava truck and drilling rig out there and put some extra sticks of dynamite in. Oh, hang on, the microphone's on. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm kidding, you guys. You didn't need to hear it. Anyway, that 0.4 out there, 1.1 kilometers down now. That'd be a little different if we all of a sudden had something pop out out there. It's a little bit odd, but that would be really weird. Anyway, that is kind of what we're looking at. And we don't have any other earthquakes being reported. But because like I was mentioning before, I'm feeling a lot of these earthquakes that we are seeing are of a tectonic nature rather than a lava nature or magma force from a magma. And I think this is where we're going to see some more quakes. One of the things that the other guys had mentioned here, like Just Icelandic as an example, he made comment and mention about the previous larger quakes that they had, and also that the experts did expect larger quakes to occur in all of Iceland, really. And I guess they're record breakers up north here, where he was doing his little filming thing, and that was it there? Yeah, I think it's up here in this area. Anyway, they had, I do believe, just about a 7.0 up here a few years back, or a bunch of years back, and then something 6.2 or something just a couple of years ago. So There are possibilities of all kinds of earthquakes, pardon me, that are really strictly tectonic rather than the other way around. Anyway, it is time for a break. I do see that, so I'll make this quick. Hey, how come that music's still playing? Who left that on? I could swear I hit that button, you guys. All right, I turned that off. Anyway, I'm going to put it back onto the Iceland feed because I don't want anyone complaining about looking at a fuzzy mess. So I'll leave it there. I don't think there's any music on it. I'll work on getting that on there. Anyway, welcome to Kimmy Lambert. Good to have you on board. And on that friendly note, for those good people who have not yet hit that like button and you're enjoying the show, please do hit the like button. It does help us out. YouTube analytics, of course, will take over from there and make me smile, right? And anyway, so hit the like button, you guys. That would be great. Also, if you're new and you do like the content and feel that we've earned a subscription, by all means, do hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome as well. And on that friendly note, don't go anywhere. Stick around. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in about 5 minutes or thereabouts, and then we will carry on with the show. So don't go away, and I'll see if we can put some music on here. I think I got something on here, actually. Let me just double check this file here. Yeah, we can do that one. Okay. Noise. Yep, there is noise. Okay. I'll be back. Don't go away. And double checking. You guys hear that music? I'm waiting. It takes about 8 seconds. It's got about an 8-second delay. So, if hopefully somebody's going to say, yep, hear the music. Good picture of Reagan's Peninsula. Yep. Okay, Sharon Stewart says, I hear it, Doc. Okay, yes, thank you. All right, Kimmy says, I like the music. Okay, I will be back. Don't go away, you guys, and play nice. And no playing in the Blue Lagoon. They charge a lot of money to go in there. I'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I turn that music down and off, and we're back at it. So, welcome back to all of you guys. And I do want to say thank you very much, Gura, for that 55 Swedish kroners for the music. I got her, and thank you kindly. That is awesome. And of course, on screen, what we see here is Iceland, and of course, you see the power plant, and that's right in front of you. So, looking at the top portion there, that's what we're seeing, and the bottom end is looking out at the Reykjavik. What is it? Reykjavik, Reykjavik or stay? Anyway, that's what they're looking at out there, the little islands, and everything is lava out there. Looks pretty cool. I mean, Doctor. Hey, Susie is here. Welcome back, Kata. Okay, welcome back, Kata. Metal Omi 54 also in the house. Welcome back. Glad to have you on board. So we got Susie and we got Sue, and Metal Omi is here, and Hermione, of course, is here as well. And let's see, did I miss anyone else coming in? I hope I didn't miss anyone. And Trev T, yes, I read what you put down there about the good news, and no, I didn't miss it. I did get it. Oh, hang on, what is this going on here? Sharon Stewart joining Gura for the music. Wow, that Sharon Stewart is awesome. Thank you very kindly, Sharon Stewart. Just getting that written down here, and that is a fantastic $55 super chat. That's super, and thank you kindly, and really do appreciate it, Sharon. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, let's carry on to what Linda says. Dr. Fox, late, but I have a note. Okay, go over to Piggy's Sty office and hand her the note. She'll confirm and verify everything. But you're not that bad, but that's okay. Just head over to Piggy's Sty there, and she'll sign you in. Not a problem. And she'll even give you a cookie, because apparently she gives out treats. I never knew that, though. I was wondering where all my stuff went out of my van. She's been handing it out. Herman's Hermits? All right. Ooh, cookies. Yeah. No, not just those. You get lava cookies. Those. These other ones, they're better. Much better. There we go. Even Piggy. See, Piggy's got cookies too. All right. Let's go around the world a little bit before we lose any more light. I think it's already too late for the Azores, but let's have a peek there, since it'll be it's not the same as Iceland where we've got light all night. Anyway, there in the Azores, being a little bit further south and more tropical, almost, we can see the lights of Pico Island off in the distance. Of course, the bright lights out front are the harbor that we're looking at. But there's your Pico Island lights, and it is still doing its thing. Here's the cove, and again, a lot of white water in the cove tonight. So seas are pretty rough out there, and I guess no little tiny boats. We need big boats, and that would be really good. Carrying on, there's a shot of the other harbor, and the ship that is docked out there, or anchored out there, I should say, for the night. Anyway, that is sitting there, and not going to worry about that. Let's switch to the wider screen here, and there we go. I got the whole thing on, and looking at earthquakes. So actually they got an extra one from when I last looked. So it looks like 5 of them are there. We'll start out with this guy here, if it'll click for me. Why is that not working? Okay, what about this? Right there. So, okay, 1.8, that is the right spot. Okay, 1.8 for 16 a.m. For that guy. The next one, 2.1 at 10:44 a.m. Also right on Sail George. And next one is at 16:53, again 1.8. And the next guy, 1.6 at 18:35. And then we have 1.5 to round things off at 19:46. So nothing too outrageous looking at what we've got here. So the one had a little bit of a shake to it, but nothing major. And let's have a look at the other map. I'm going to refresh this because obviously it's wrong now, since we had more earthquakes. And I'll make that a little bit bigger. There we go. We do see an earthquake out here 2 hours ago, and 2 hours and 31 minutes ago. 2.1 is the size. This guy 9 hours ago. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. I can't get him out. It's not Kermit. All right, 2.0. I'm trying to be funny, you guys. There, got him out. How come my map got smaller? There we go. What? A little bit of sunshine. Why, thank you, Omi. And that is awesome. Metal Omi. And 54. There we go. At $9.99 super chat. Thank you kindly for that. I really do appreciate that support, Metal Omi 54, and thank you. That is awesome. Anyway, zooming in a little bit more here. So we mentioned 5. So there we've got a 1.5. 7 hours ago 2.0, and 13 hours ago 2.4. 5 hours ago 1.6, and the other one 1.8 19 hours ago. Again, now it's kind of funny though, then, you know, we see it in kind of 2 areas here. This one that continues, and this is the area that has been getting most of them out for the last little while, but the original stuff all started up here anyway. And I'm wondering if we're going to get perhaps 2 vents opening in the future or something. You never know what will happen. If it's 2, that'll create some bigger issues for them, and hopefully it won't be that. Anyway, doing a quick count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 according to here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the island. The other 2 are out in the water. Clicking on this guy, of course, that didn't work. Let's do that again, and click on there. There we go. I got it that time. So these are 3 of these are fairly low here. So 8, 7, and 6 kilometers are roughly looking at those. The other 4 are right on the surface, and of course the larger circle indicating 2 or above in magnitude, and that's what we're seeing right there. So pretty calm day, really, when you get right down to it. Anyway, this is compliments of volcanodiscovery.com, and you too can go take a look at that. And again, it is that's not what I wanted to click on. That's exactly what it is. You can go out there and have a look and see. So volcanodiscovery.com is the website for this particular chart. Anyway, that's what it's looking like, and it's not anything major. Let's pop over to Mexico, and I think we've got another dreary day in Mexico. That big storm is still hanging on. That was coming in there, and we know that what was it? Started with a, I can't remember what the heck the name was, but maybe it'll show up later. Well, I'll take a look. ESD is in the house saying, "Good evening, Dr. Fox, mods and lava family. Can you provide an update on the La Palma volcano?" Yeah, we will get there. La Palma is quiet, but we will. We'll give you a little bit of an update. There's nothing going on there, but we'll take a look at the earthquakes and stuff like that. Anyway, looking at Popocatépetl, I don't know if you noticed the raindrops going down in front of the camera view, but that is what we're seeing: rain and snow, and rain and snow, and there's three views, all of them bad rain. This is a little bit further north. This is Fuego de Colima, south of Guadalajara City in Mexico. It's not quite down past Mexico City, but it is still got quite a bit of cloud in there as well. You can almost see an outline, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's pretty much a no-show. Looking at this guy, this is our wonderful Fuego, and Fuego is decided to come out of the clouds a little bit. If we go back even just a little bit, it was still in the clouds, so that is pretty awesome to see. And there you can see some of that stuff from earlier here at 1725 their time. Cloud really bouncing right over top of that, and that may be part of that storm, that system that is happening out in the area as well. So that's kind of what it is at present. That is a live picture of Fuego in Guatemala, and we're not seeing anything. Hey, Barbara, Dinkle Storm Chaser, Dutch Weather, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And, oh, yeah, it did it to me again. I was looking at this. Talika had a really nice picture earlier, and I got to learn to hit that button to take pictures of the pictures. Anyway, again, we can't see a darn thing. And of course, why not? Murphy just kicked me in the shins and keep me down there. Oh, again, I had a beautiful picture earlier, and now that's what we get from Momotombo, Kamba. Anyway. Also in Nicaragua, and one more, and this will be Messiah. And yes, Messiah is coming through for me. Thank you, Messiah. You are the great Messiah, and we can actually see the crater and the smoke coming out, and I'm sure that'll change in no time at all. So just so you can see the date and time on the bottom there as well. And that kind of lets you know when they took that picture. So about 2 minutes ago, if that, something like that, as fresh as we can get it. All right, so that's pretty much it there, and let's pop over to our next volcanoes, and that is jumping out here, and this is part of the problem. It's such poor visibility. This is a Merapi, and we are unable to see what is going on there, and it is unfortunate, and it is in the clouds. Those were those storms that were just right on the edge of the island yesterday. They did move in, and that is what we are looking at. Let me see if I can, pardon me, swing that back in time a little bit and see if we can find clear spots. I don't think we're going to be able to. It was horrible all night long, and just so you know, what I'm dealing with is when we're looking at it and this is the screen you've got, right? It's pretty hard to say, yeah, the volcano's there. And here's another going back to about 2:14 their time, and even earlier in their evening, or 12:30, or just after midnight. It was horrible no matter what. And then when we get back to somewhere around sunset time, or that's actually 23:19, we did see a little bit when we were all the way back to 22:14, but again, you see the amount of cloud in the top picture, and of course everything sinks down, and we've got horrible cloud everywhere, unfortunately. So looks like a movie of Stephen King in the Mist. Yeah, Stephen King, The Mist. Well, I wish Stephen King would take his mist out of here. I want to see volcanoes. Not very happy guy, you know. Anyway, what's on the other one? Yeah, same kind of story on the other one. My bad. I should turn that on and then go over there. Okay, that's what we're seeing. And it doesn't make for good visibility. Let's take a look quickly out in New Zealand. Ruapehu. Same issue with Ruapehu. It's not a good day for visibility today. And wow. So that is what we are seeing, you guys, at Ruapehu. And I'm just going to put it back onto Merapi there, just so I know where I am. This is Semeru, and I'm glad they improved that shot. That wasn't looking so pretty just a little while ago. But that is looking a lot nicer than what we had. If we go back in time, though, again, it's one of those situations where you don't have very good visibility. This is at 3:49 a.m. We do see the glow spot right there. But again, we've got so much cloud up on the top here, you can't see a darn thing, unfortunately. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that our future endeavors are going to be a little bit more fruitful, and a little bit less clouds, and a lot more good stuff coming. Now, it's hard to tell whether this thing is actually erupting at this point, or is that up high enough where the sun is hitting it with a ray of sunshine. And I've got a sneaky hunch that might be a part of an eruption lighting up the clouds, because that carries on. You can kind of sort of see it coming down a little bit here as well. Again, I don't want to write anything into it because I don't know. And looking at the clouds further on, just really horrible visibility today for the most part. So, and quite frankly, that is the best picture we've gotten off of Semeru in the last 24 hours. So not too bad. Anyway, let's carry on. We got enough time to go have a look at Japan, Semeru, of course, and that is Semeru. It's come out of the clouds as well, which is really nice. We do like that, but we do see the amount of off-gassing it's doing. Quick check. Hey, a boat is in. Go get your ice cream and hurry. I don't know how long that boat was there. Wrong way for sunlight. You're right. Yep, it is. And anyway. Yeah, ice cream boat is there. 3-minute warning, and you guys can get down there and hurry. The boat is in, so definitely I heard they had extra flavors on board today, and they did have apparently tiger paw ice cream as well as pistachio. So both are just absolutely delicious. So go for it, you guys. Go for it. Anyway, let's have a little closer look, and that is looking at the crater of Sakurajima, and you can see quite a bit of off-gassing happening from it, and I think part of it it's steaming. See if we catch Dr. Fox eating it. Oh, no, I'll be nice. Anyway, that steam, a lot of it would be extra steam in there because of the extra rain we've had in the last little while. And yes, that's not me doing the zooming, that's them, unless there's a magic trick to it when I'm waving my mouse over top of the screen here. But that is what we're seeing, lots of smoke or steam coming out, and we'll leave it be. And real quick over to Mount Fuji, and we do see it is clearing up there, and that is nice. It was yucky earlier, but I like that. That's a nice shot. I noticed quite a bit of that snow up on the mountain has melted, you guys, and 1 minute warning, gotcha. Quick going over to ASO, and ASO sand is very little steam coming off of it. It is there. Why is that picture so fuzzy? I don't think they have it focused right, but that's okay. That's what we're seeing, and nothing to report. And we'll move over to Suwanoshijima, and that is in the islands south of Japan. And I'm just trying to find a spot here. I know there was a little bit of lava there. Let's see. There we go. And that is a little spot. You can actually see a lava flow change coming from it, and of course that varies with cloud density and so on and so forth, and that's what we've got there. And let's see, I just got an email here. I apparently have to oh oh, apparently I have to share my ice cream. I don't know, this is not fun. How come we have to share ice cream with these guys? Okay, let me show you guys this. Apparently we're supposed to share our ice cream, and you guys can be the judge of this one, and then I'm going to take a break right after this, and just got to find it. Where's that share thing? There it is. And so if you share your ice cream, you too will be loved by everyone. See, they're smiling. Isn't that wonderful? Share your ice cream, you guys, and even if you have pistachio or some of the good ones like tiger paw or something. Uh-oh, buffering? No, don't buffer. We're not buffering here. Bit rates are wonderful. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Sakurajima, we see it there. And I am going to try to put you back over onto just for a quick second. We're going to see if we're okay with looking at Mount Etna, if they've cleared it up. I don't think it is. No, it isn't. I think maybe I'll put you back over onto the Rikens Peninsula, and we'll find that real quick. If that is still going, and where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. I found it. That's not where I clicked. Come on, you guys. I clicked there, and that's what we see there. Anyway, I'm putting this one back on, so please enjoy the Rikens Peninsula. And I don't know why that top is still so light. The bottom is already getting a lot darker. Either the camera is being goofy or this is recorded from earlier. I don't know. I'm not the one who has this set up, so this is AJASG TV, and they're the ones showing this. I'll leave it here anyway. Pop the music on. There we go. And for that, for right now, for those good people who have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting the like if you're enjoying the show, and also for the others that have not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. And right now we are running the open channel here, so you don't have to be subscribed to get in. It definitely helps out. Anyway, we're going to take that break, and when I get back from my break, please be ready for some bacon seeds, and then we'll take it from there. That should be good for now. Play nice. Don't do anything nasty out there. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5 minutes with bacon seeds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and glad that you're all still on board. So welcome or welcome back, and glad that things are happening. I see they messed with the screen a little bit there, adjusting the picture a little bit, but again, it is very, very nice of them to give us permission, and of course that is AJASG TV that is allowing us to do that. And anyone who wants this feed or wants to go subscribe to them, perhaps they've got some interesting feeds, worthwhile. There you go. It is now in the stream, and you guys can have a look at it. Tatanka is a buffalo. All right, we got Tatanka. All right. Anyway, it is bacon seed time, so let's get over there and we'll have a look at our beautiful bacon seeds. And hopefully I've got them set up correctly. Okay, that is our yesterday's little cuddly guy. And we will move on from there. I like him though. He's cute. Hey, we've seen this guy before. Is that a tongue sticking out? He looks like he's got a good blanket over top of him as well. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, there we go. Now we're getting into real bacon seeds. This little girl apparently has got a fairly nice skirt on. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be some kind of poodle being walked, but that looks pretty awesome. And let's see what our next bacon seed looks like. And there we go. Here is our next one. I guess if you're going out in the rain, you better have rain gear. And yeah, what's that funny smell? Speaking of what's that funny smell, for those who did not take a look at the video, yes, we had another skunk in there last night, and I did stay up fairly late. I wanted to see some meteors. I did see two very, very small meteors, unfortunately, but nothing that was worthy of a meteor shower, really. So in other words, I think for the most part people were saying it was a real bust as far as the Herculids didn't produce. As I saw one meteor. Yeah, like I say, I seen two very, very small ones, and that's only because I was staring at the camera, and even those were so small, if if you weren't looking, you wouldn't have noticed them there. And that's something that is just it's just the way it is. Sometimes we get good ones, sometimes we don't. Anyway, carrying on with our bacon seeds. This, like I say, a rain gear. If you're going outside, obviously you need that. And this guy is well decked out. Here's a occupation, pumpkin inspector. I'm surprised that they let a white pig do a pumpkin inspecting. Usually they have brown ones, and or camouflage types. Maybe they eat too much of the profits, too much taste testing and sampling going on there. I don't know. Anyway, that does look cute. A wonderful pumpkin inspector. I gotta love it. Next one is this guy here, looking, going, oh, I'm just gonna fall asleep right in your hand. It's warm. I like it. So fall asleep, and away we go. So pretty cool, and we like it. All right, one more bacon seed to go, and that'll be our seeds for today. And there we go. That is as bacony, seedy as you can get. That is a cute little one. Some spots. I'm assuming that would be a girl pig since it's got kind of a pinkish colored bow, and definitely bacon seed all the way. So it's worthy. All right, and let's see what else we've got going on here. Well, I'm just looking at what they're doing, panning around, wondering where they're getting their feeds from for that. Actually, this is worthwhile. Piggy, you might want to pay attention. Oh, hang on. Darn it, he changed it. He had it misspelled, and I thought it was really good. Let me actually cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to go back a few seconds, and we're just going to make it look real cute. Whoa, I went too fast, too far, I think. Yeah, I did. Darn it. There it is. And there, it's a Sty Island. Is that your island, Piggy? He was fixing the name, and I just happened to see that. Just thought it was kind of cute, and all good. Anyway, so we've had a look at those wonderful things, and this is our feed from there right now from Iceland, and we'll go back to take a look at some of the other feeds. We'll see what we can figure out. I don't know where to take you here, though. I'm going to see if we have Ta'al working, because Ta'al was offline. There wasn't a heck of a lot going on, and Ta'al is still offline. Let's see if Madame Rutsa has hers on, and yeah, we do. So we do have one of the feeds of Ta'al, but unfortunately not doing a heck of a lot. So let's take a look at that. We do see some off-gassing or smoking. Why did that just kick me down a couple notches? No, that's the right spot. Maybe it was just a glitch. And we'll get Ta'al mediation off there. That's actually Madame Rutsa. And there we go. We'll put the right name on. That way they get proper credit for what it is. So, borders of Canada, kids for today. What? We don't have borders of Canada. You've seen our Canadian borders before, didn't you? No, I should get my pictures out. I did take some Canadian border pictures between the U.S. and Canada, and those broken barbed wire fences just are really no good. Those sheep and cattle and stuff, they can get right through them. That's a real bad thing. Tall had a thunderstorm last night. Spectacular lightning, and Tall mediation has a time lapse of it. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't check the time lapse, but you guys are welcome to go over there, and we will definitely drop their link in here. I'm gonna copy, and we'll drop the link for tall mediation, or meditation, I should say. Boy, there we go. And if you want to go look at that time lapse that they did up, you're welcome to do that. Okay, that is what we're seeing there. It isn't a heck of a lot. Let's carry on back to North America, and we're going to get over to Yellowstone, and there it is, Yellowstone. Well, we're looking at some of the vents there. Not sure what's all going on, but that is it. So Yellowstone National Park, and Old Faithful doing its thing. And you can see all kinds of people wandering around, endlessly lost, looking at things. Do we see any buffalo? I don't know if we can see any buffalo here. Not sure what's out in the fields there. Something out there, some kind of creature, but not seeing too much. I see something right here. I don't know if that's certainly not people. That could be buffalo out there, or cows or something. Oh yeah, sure. Zoom in right over and away from what we were looking at. Yeah. Anyway, that is it. Most of the snow they got yesterday has melted. Isn't that fantastic? That is actually pretty awesome to see. Okay, while we're here, let's pop over, and we're staying within the U.S., but we're going to Hawaii. And oh, hang on, I had music here that I needed to turn off. Okay, there we go. And a banner to remove, I think. VolcanoX live stream. There we go. Turn that off. Yep. All right. Get myself to that screen, and what's going on here? There we go. All right. Showing me on there. This was from 5:56 a.m. This particular picture looks not bad. A nice background, and you can see in here the lava level is right up again. Yesterday it was down quite a ways, so back up to where it should be. Hey, Grandma B, thank you kindly for that wonderful $3 super chat. Grandma B. Grandma B. There we go. And thank you very much for that $3 super chat. I do appreciate that support. And let us get this one to our current one. That's a big thumbs up. Thanks, Grandma B. And refresh, and here we go. And there's what it is looking like right now, you guys. And yep, lava is still right full, and we do see a few more of those spots where it overflowed and left a nice glassy top on there. And that is kind of nice to see, making different colors there. If you're looking at it, you can kind of see greenish tinge to it, amongst other stuff. Pretty awesome. Anyway, primary flow comes into the pool from this end, and exits out through there into the toe, as well as the back wall here has some kind of a drain in it as well. Same thing with this side. For some reason, it has found or sprouted a hole underneath there somewhere, and lava will flow in all kinds of different places, so easy to do. Again, from very early in the morning, just at sunrise, you can't see a darn thing, and this is a little bit later. Of course, 14:20, the sun is all the way around the other side. There you can see our lava pond. That is the primary vent underneath here, under these hornitos. And we do keep making comments here about the distance that has moved away from the caldera wall. It actually sits underneath here, and it has now formed itself kind of away from the wall. And again, looking here, you can kind of see all the way around the entire center area here is older lava, with the exception of the pool, and that is fresh lava all the way around the outsides. Relatively fresh in comparison to what we're seeing here. And then of course Pig Island, several years old already, and that has been floating there for a long time. And yes, I did say floating. It is actually floating on the magma, or on the lava. Going over to the other side again, from early this morning, and that is what we're seeing. You can see the toe hole there Kevin Haynes throws in a $4 super chat. Thanks, Kevin, and that's very kind of you. Kevin Haynes, there we go, and that's awesome. Appreciate that, Kevin, and thank you kindly. And that is a cup of coffee or Pepsi or something. I have no idea, but I've got my Pepsi here beside me, so it's all good. Anyway, we're seeing the lava flow in there, and of course there's your primary vent area, and again you can see the outline of that new fresh lava ring that is between the outer wall of the caldera and this point here, and you can see that all the way around the edge here as well in the forefront. So looking pretty awesome. We're going to refresh that and look at it at our later time, and this is from 1417. A little bit less smoke, but still smoky nonetheless, and the wind has helped a little bit with getting rid of some of that. You can see toll right there, right full, and boy, the entry to that has changed a whole bunch as well, and that's kind of neat. And of course the lava pond, and over here the hornitos, and where it's being fed, and that is pretty cool. Again, that is very noticeable around the edges where the new material is, as opposed to the older and already somewhat cooled crusty layer there. And again, this here is what we refer to as Pig Island. It's been floating there for a long time, and it moves back and forth across the pond as well, across the entire caldera floor, or I should say the lava area, whatever, wherever it can move, when it can. But it's going to be harder to move since it's kind of cemented into place with this big other patch all the way around it. What I'd like to see it doing here is the whole thing start to circulate, and I don't know if you've ever seen those pictures where you've got the ice on a river and it's going around in a circle, and it makes a perfect circle, and it's just twirling, and it looks really, really odd. But I'd love to see that in a lava pool. I think that'd be hilarious. All right, let's take a look at the thermal real quick, and again, this one from very early this morning, and we're looking down on the bottom here. Should go down a little bit more. There we go. Again, the stuff, there's your primary vent area with the hornito and so on, and the tubes feeding the lava into our pond. And of course, here's where that extra lava is overflowing, and you can see the newer layers on the back side here. Same thing with on the other portions. Why is that not going up? There, I went up too far. All right, up here around the other edge of the caldera, still very noticeable. That's kind of it for there, you guys, and let's pop over and see if we can find some earthquakes. And I do know there's one or two little ones there, and let me get to the earthquake map, and whoop, there we go. Pardon me. Looking at all of it, it's not bad. We do have this guy out here in the middle of nowhere at 3.9, and that was from 2 days ago at 4:29 a.m., 26.4 kilometers down, and that is way out there, so I'm not sure if that's going to affect anything, but we do know that these islands, the further away from the hotspot they get, the more they settle down and start to sink down a little bit. So even you know, if you give it another couple million years and Oahu ends up being over here, the island is definitely going to change, because it will sink down a little bit into that deeper water and that kind of thing. Anyway, let's zoom in to the big island of Hawaii. And of course, the red ones are always the ones we want to look at first. Unlike Smarties, you eat your red ones last, right? Anyway, this one from 1804, 31.4 kilometers down, 2.0 here in the Pahala area. And I'll take a look at the rest of them right away. I wanted to catch this guy over here. This is fairly new, 4:46 a.m. For that 2.3, 5.8 kilometers down. So not that deep, and just right over here. I guess Kona is over here on this side of the island somewhere. And we're going to check this guy out here way beyond Low Ihi Sea Mound, 9.5 kilometers down, happened at 3:41 a.m. for that 2.5. So let's get a little closer to our Pahala area. We do have this 1.9, 36 minutes after midnight. There's also a 1.9 there. 15:23 is when that happened. This one is at 2.2 at 17:14. And we've got a few extra quakes today in here from the looks of things. 2.0, 4:53 a.m., 1.8 at 3:49, this 2.2 here at 3:03 a.m., and we've got a stack right there, 2.1 at 6:51 a.m., 1.9, 14:09 of the time on that one. This guy here, 2.0, and that is at 3:19 a.m. 2.2 here at yesterday, actually, at 21:41. This guy also from yesterday at 23 something, 03 I think it is. And then we have this getting really close to Pahala itself is this guy here, 2.0, yesterday 18:54. So that is there, and sliding over here. Oh, we got another red spot. We got red spots. This guy 1.9, 9:11 a.m. This guy is 2.0. I should actually look at the depth in that one. 33 clicks. Okay. This guy here about the same depth. 2.0 from 3:59 a.m. or a second out. This guy here, a brand new one, 1804. What is it? 2.0. And this guy here, 2.0 as well, 7:40 a.m. 28 kilometers down on that guy. A little odd. This one was at 18:26, so that is the most recent one. And 2.0, then we've got these other guys here, 2.1, 6:56 a.m. This guy 7:36 in the morning for that 2.3, 1.9 right there at 2:21 a.m. and another 2.0 at 2:39. And one more here, and that's a 1.9 at 16:15, my bad. And then we have this one, kind of a straggler by himself, 2:21 a.m. and 1.7. And now we're getting a little bit closer to our actual volcano. Gonna have a look at that guy, 1.9 at 10 minutes after 8 a.m. 28 kilometers down, so that's quite a ways down, and that's a Kilauea over there. So this guy is just out in between everything. This guy on the side of Mount Mauna Loa is definitely there, 41 kilometers down, 8:48 a.m. We don't see anything else new up top here, and we didn't have anything on Mauna Kea either. So just zooming in to our wonderful crater, and that is, of course, our thing. Don't make me a snout bob. No, Piggy, don't snout bob anybody. You're going to hurt yourself and start bleeding again. You'll be in the hospital for 6 hours getting more cauterization done to your nose. I'm going. I just wanted to finish this off. All right, there we go. I'm done. For those good people who have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting the like button. It really does help us out. I see we're only 3 away from 100. Let's give it a quick shot and move it up there. And what I'm going to go do is take a break, and I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to throw it back onto, let's see, if we get it back over to Iceland, and that should work out. And yep, he's got the other camera moving around a little bit, so that'll be awesome. Hopefully they'll get it in the right place. Anyway, we'll leave it here on the wonderful shot of our power plant, and just off the edge of the Blue Lagoon on the Reykjanes Peninsula, of course, and that'll be good. For those good people who have not yet hit the like button, do hit the like button. If you can help us out that way, would be awesome. And anyone who hasn't subscribed yet and you like the show, please, if you feel we've earned it, do definitely give that a quick shot by making that red button gray and hit that bell notification. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, taking a break before I get attacked. I'll be back in 5 minutes, you guys. Don't go away. Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I just did. I hit the wrong button. There we go. I got it. Alright, thank you, and welcome back to all of you wonderful people. I see Leo Carlson is here as well. Good to see you, Leo. OneFish26 also made it in, and Sharon Stewart says, I can hear you. Thanks, Kevin. And as well as OneFish and Gura. Thank you, guys. That is all awesome. Okay. Nightbot doesn't eat cookies. No. Anyway, I just figured we'd stop for a quick lava interlude since we didn't look at any lava yet. This is actually from the 26th, and it is compliments of 2 pineapples. And I thought I'd throw that out there real quick, just so we can see what a little bit of lava today. We need that, and this is to help out with any of those lava addictions anyone has. And of course, this was from Kilauea, so definitely worthy of having a look at it. And that's typically what it looks like at night or very early in the morning. And we always like seeing that lovely lava. Definitely worthy of having a look at it. Leo Carlson, we had a 3.0 earthquake in Brisbane yesterday. Did you? Okay. We are going to go look at that map right away. I just want to let this bacon finish here. This is just a short video, so it should be over in a mere seconds, 20 seconds to go, and then we're going to get back onto our earthquakes, and Leo will have a look at it and see what they have on the USGS, if they've indicated that. And I find in a lot of places they drop the ball sometimes, so that's it. Anyway, this is it for that wonderful video. So I do thank 2 Pineapples for providing that, and I took it back off of there. And we'll go back over and have a look at our earthquake map from the USGS. And that is what we've got here. And you had a 3.0 down in Brisbane, and we're not seeing it. And it should have been on this map, and unfortunately it is not there. So what we're going to do is we'll go over to the other one, and that is this guy here, and we're going to take a look and see what's going on. And okay, this is a little odd. There's a couple showing over here near Perth. We got Adelaide, and we got Canberra, and oh yeah, there's the little quake at Brisbane. Definitely, that's kind of an odd place for it. They're only calling it a 2.9, but I'm still good with it. And that is what we see. That's kind of an odd place to get one, Leo, I think. Definitely 10 kilometers down. Happened at 3:25 a.m. in the wee hours. So that is where it is right there, you guys. So right beside Brisbane, and definitely there. Hey, Siggy popped in. Welcome, Siggy. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, we're just taking a peek at earthquakes around the planet, and we don't have too many. Not as many as usual, and that is something I noticed in the past. The area that really interests me, though, is looking at the ones that we see around here. And Siggy might be familiar with this little rock, and big rock, little rock, all kinds of rocks. Anyway, they had those bigger ones indicated there, the 4.0, 3.8, and the ones down here. They didn't put any of the really small ones in there. 3.6 there, and that one 3.5. And those were from the 29th and I think the 30th, right? Or 31st, 3.5? I don't know about that. This morning, no, it didn't show up on the other map. Where'd they get that one from? We looked at 2 other maps that did not have that on there. Let us have another quick peek, because unless that should have been out here somewhere, and that's not what we've seen here. This guy is certainly not that big, and that is a 2.1. Not a 3 something, and that is a little further out than what the other one said. Anyway, 1.1 kilometers down, so for that guy. Discrepancy in, let me get over to the other map here. So that should have been out here somewhere, and we don't see that. So this is that 2.1, 1.1 kilometers down. Not sure why they would do that. Anyway, moving back over to the other map and taking a look at it. I moved that down. Hang on. Where are we here? Oh, I see what I did. I changed it, so yeah. Oh, okay. Now they're showing them actually on land, and those still doesn't make any sense. We didn't have one yesterday, 3.5 over there. Huh. Things that make you go, or maybe they did. I don't know. According to this, they did. So that would be pretty interesting. Anyway, let's pop over to the Canary Islands, since somebody wanted an update on what's happening at La Palma. La Palma has been very, very quiet, and it is continuing to be very quiet. And there's our beautiful island of La Palma, and we see what's going on. They've got one earthquake on the 31st is what they've registered, and it is a 1.3, and it is at 3:44 a.m. and it is in an odd place. You see it there, right there. That is really kind of a strange place for it, but 19 kilometers down, so well below everything, but I'm just saying it's an odd spot. We haven't seen anything over there before. So these guys over here, of course, that is our mostly from volcanic stuff related to it anyway, but that's odd. So that's it for there. Thank you, Dr. Fox Mods, and who joined. Are you going? Nearly 4 a.m. Okay, Piggy, I get some sleep and rest well, and remember to take it a little bit more easy. And you guys, if you see Piggy running around or going too fast and going beyond a kilometer in one walk, she's not allowed to do that. Apparently, the 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers that she puts on every day, she's got to cut that down a bunch. So, good night, Piggy, and dream of going a little slower, okay? And take it easy on your knees. All right, that's what we've got there. Let's take a look at the interactive map for our wonderful volcanoes around the world. And I'm zooming that out. I'm actually going to refresh that, never mind zooming it out. And there we go. That way we've got everything up to date. And we will zoom in on those specific areas that we want to check out here. So, of course, Siggy, since you're here, I don't know if you have noticed what they have done. Of course, Astja is still showing on the charts here because of all that rising and everything that we've had happen just in the last little while. But I find this kind of interesting. There's our wonderful Ragnar, but the other one they've put on the Reykjans volcano, and that is considered in a state of unrest, nowhere near where the earthquakes are, which are down here and over here, but apparently somebody put that on the map over there, and I'm wondering how you feel about that. Just curious. Okay, zoom back out, and that is pretty awesome to see, though. We don't have really anything major else going on anywhere here. These guys are all pretty much the same thing. We've got our Caribbean ones still doing the thing, but the Ring of Fire pretty steady. We do have a bunch of earthquakes here that progressed, and we do want to have a quick peek at those. Plate eruption site. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking a majority of what we've got going on there right now with all these earthquakes is actually more or less tectonic plate action, and it's one of those things. Anyway, going over here, 3 hours ago we had a 5.1, and then he had some aftershocks, kind of strung out in a row here, a 4, 4, 1, and a 4, and these are all kind of fairly deep. I'm not sure what to make of that. Right beside Luolatok, we have a 4.9. and that might keep him going a little bit. Semaru and Merapi, and nothing there. We do have this guy here 28 minutes ago, 4.6, and then out here by Krakatoa we have this 13 hours ago, 5.2. So a little bit of shaking, but nothing crazy. And of course Ibu and Tukono out here making a lot of SO2, and these other guys are all pretty quiet. This is our glow-in-the-dark pea soup Suwanosa Jima, and it actually, I showed a little lava during the night, which is nice. Sakura Jima up here, and not doing as much. I'm going to zoom back out, and let's see, Kamchatka Peninsula, and I watched another great video there about Bizimiani again today, and whoa, what happened there to my screen? Okay, screen fix. There we go. Alright, that was weird. Anyway, Karimsky still doing its thing, but Bizimiani is calming down from what I understand. Basically, that main eruption that it had the other day was kind of the main eruption, and it seems to be simmering down. And of course, the other one right next to it there, it is still doing its thing as well. But like in December, when we did a big quake swarm that died down, we might be the same now. If it does not go down until, okay, it will come back and it will erupt during a swarm. Yeah, the thing is, Siggy, with, you know, what I'm thinking is we're noticing a lot of plate tectonic movement, and I'm thinking a lot of this is really related to plate tectonics rather than volcanism, and the magma chambers that are under there. Of course, if we have say a plate separating a little bit, and you know, say your magma chamber is got the walls of the magma chamber are one is the Eurasian side, the other one is the North American side, and all of a sudden it pulls apart by, and I'm just going to use an arbitrary number, 10 centimeters as an example. Okay, so as soon as you pull it apart by that much, then all of a sudden your swelling goes down and your pressure goes down. The magma pressure goes way down because you created so much more volume within that cavity. And, yeah, you're going to get quakes, but you're not going to get any eruption of any type, I don't think. Speaking of experts and stuff, there's one now. Yvonne Kunkel. Good, I guess, well, let's see. Good morning or good afternoon? Good evening? I don't know. I'll say good morning. Guten Morgen, Yvonne. Anyway, okay, let's zoom out of this and we'll take a look at the other stuff here. And we did look at these earthquakes around the Indonesian area. Really interesting swarming going on here up in the northern areas, up from the Himalayas, of course, and Kazakhstan area. And that's kind of odd to see all these quakes. But I guess if you got stuff happening, you got stuff happening up there. And looking at Africa, everything looks pretty much the same. And we kind of got the same thing here in Italy. And there's Etna, and of course Volcano and Stromboli and Campi doing their thing. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Let us pop over to our weather maps real quick, and let me get on that one. Zoom that back out a little bit. I am going to refresh. That is a little too old, and we will get it a little closer. 4 hours or whatever. Hey, how come you didn't refresh properly? Air quality, come on, SO2, there we go. That's what we want. Alright, so North America, not looking too bad. I'm ashamed of Edmonton. Yucky. Not even a volcano here to justify it. Looking at most of the United States, not overly bad, and nothing major there. I mean, those places do have a lot of businesses and off-gassing of people. Same thing with Mexico, 22 million people down here, plus a volcano or two, and that's what we're seeing there. So a little bit of off-gassing, and again, this is kind of just lingering over on the Pacific side, not going into the Gulf or messing up our wonderful Florida area here. Looking at what we're seeing in the Caribbean, quite a bit of SO2 there for some reason, not sure why. Central America, we do have our volcanoes doing their thing down there, Guatemala and Nicaragua, of course, with 3 of them going. And how good is that picture on this one? That is a Messiah. Yeah, Messiah volcano is fairly active. That's what we looked at earlier. So definitely there. I'm not going to worry about zooming in on it. Down in Colombia, we still have our guys down there, same as Ecuador and so on, sliding down. We know Sabancaya down here is still doing its thing, and not bad in there. Little puffs coming off of Sabancaya, and it really isn't that big of a deal. They did have some clouds in the morning, but that is not bad, you guys. So let's pop back over. I'm going to zoom that out a little bit. Zip over here. New Zealand, White Isle volcano is still off-gassing, and out here we've got Tofua and possibly some of that SO2 still coming off of Hunga Apai, but we are not 100% sure how much is coming off of Hunga Apai. I know, that's a mouthful. Yasur and his buddies are still doing the same thing, and Ibu and Dukono right in there, that heavy dark spot, that's from them. Luolatok and Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa on this end. But Jakarta is also adding to that mess a little bit. Sliding up, we see the normal stuff from India and China, and down here on the bottom end of getting a little heavier, and I think that's some of it is coming out across the pond as well. But we do have our Subanosi Jima, as well as other volcanoes here. We have, I'll get it, Sakura Jima, there we go, that's the name I was looking for, helping out and off-gassing quite a bit. And up here on the Kamchatka Peninsula, of course, there we have our three different volcanoes, Karimsky and what is it? Bizimiani, and the other one, I'm not gonna try guessing the names. It's bad. Okay, Africa still looking pretty much the same. Central areas here, looking at the Middle East, all covered with SO2, most of that being made by man. And of course here, Italy, not quite as bad, because it has calmed down quite a bit at Etna, so not as much material coming out there anymore. Germany's got a little bit of SO2, not sure how come they got so much, and we're not seeing too much in Ireland at all. England a little bit, nothing in Iceland, and they should be proud of that, and that is just about it for that. We'll get into our weather map real quick. Whoop. Let's refresh that though. And there we go. We've got a refreshed weather map looking at what we're seeing here. North America, I love seeing warm temperatures all the way here through the Rockies and everything. That's beautiful. Everything is warming up a little bit. So looks like kind of central and eastern U.S. Fairly warm, with the exception of the real far east. And down in the south, of course, hot, like that Siggy guy, hot. Yeah, and that's what we're seeing there. South America, a little cooler than what it was, but our cutoff line here has moved up a little bit more, so a little colder all the way up to well past Buenos Aires, and that is what we're seeing. The jungle is still warm, and anyway, the Amazon and stuff still doing its thing. Sliding over Africa, northern portions still quite hot, southern end quite cool. Central America, or sorry, east, the Mid-East, I guess is what we call it from here. There's still quite hot, same as India. And if we zoom in a little bit here, Germany, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 degrees from the looks of things, 7 in a few places, about the same as what we've got in Holland, and a little cooler in England. Ireland, a little bit warmer again, some of that warmer air that's being kind of twirled around here, which is our Gulf Stream, as we call it. It's really swinging around for a bit, but it's throwing a little bit more warmer air up there, and not too bad in Norway, Sweden, and Finland here, and a warm weather in Iceland. Look at that, balmy 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees in some spots, and it is nighttime, you guys. Just think about daytime temperatures. They should be like cooking there, and wow. And there you go, Yvonne, 8 for your place. That is pretty cool. Okay, zooming out a little bit, I think we're just about good there. I want to hit Australia and New Zealand and see what it's like there. And we do see here in the Malaysian, Indonesian area, it's still quite warm, 28, 29 of those temperatures. And yeah, Bangkok 29 degrees and probably 80% humidity level, of course. And zooming in a little bit, there's Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne. And you see this big storm thing here really making things whoosh over and drawing up some of that colder air. And down here, Chaz is getting cooler temps, high winds, and I'm sure that we're seeing that in Melbourne as well, and some of the other areas right along the side here. Looks like Brisbane is actually on the good side, a little bit warmer, but probably windy as well. I'm not sure. Yep, same as there. Okay. Gotcha, Yvonne. Anyway, very northern portions here of Australia, a little bit above, well, warmer than the rest of the country, put it that way. And I'm really not liking what I'm seeing here. That's got to be awful fast wind speeds. And we do see some of that hot air being dragged down onto the North Island of New Zealand. But down on the bottom here, man, that wind is just a whipping across here. I hope they got rocks in their socks so they don't blow away. And I'll just zoom out a little bit, and I think we are good for that. I think what we want to do, though, is throw on the weather, the precipitation, and we're going to take a quick look. A little bit in western Canada, not anything too bad. Same thing, western U.S., places like Utah, perhaps, and Wyoming. I got a little bit of stuff happening there. We do have a line going all the way across, and that kind of meshes all the way into this storm that they've got here in northern Ontario, and that should be all right. More of a storm down here, and I'm wondering if in Texas they're going to get some stuff coming in, possibly. We do see some rain down south, and Florida, and I guess on the Panhandle here a little bit as well. And then we slide over, we see this massive system off the west or eastern coast of Canada. Not good. We do see stuff really moving in some spots. That is quite interesting. And there's some rain. Even though it's warm, they're getting rain, and that is pretty nasty looking right there. Well, I guess it is the season. They got a bad tornado in Minnesota today. Wow, Mars 2028, thanks for throwing that in. And yeah, that wouldn't surprise me looking at what we've got going on here. So in this area, really would not surprise me if they had something coming across there. And again, these areas here, they may end up getting more storms. Usually we find those tornadoes end up being down lower here, but I'm surprised if they got one in Minnesota. That's a little bit too much. Anyway, Iceland, we do see what's going on there, so not too bad. Ireland and England slowed down a bunch from the looks of things. And yeah, Germany is going to get some rain in some spots. They got some fog. France is looking a lot better. Spain is as well, but they've got this monster off the coast here, and that is causing some of that weather systems to mix up real good. And those poor people in Sweden, and we've got this circulation here that's going to be with them for a little while, and this is, of course, Norway is getting some of it in the southern portions as well. And it cutting right through the middle of Finland. But the bottom end's getting nailed also. And let's see, I think that is just about it. Poland's got some rain down in these other wonderful countries, and not so bad. And then we don't see any rain down here. A little bit of fog, but nothing as per se that we can really scream about. Zooming out a little bit, we can see our equatorial storm all the way across. We did want to have a quick peek down here at New Zealand. Oh yeah, not liking this. The South Island getting hit with that very, very fast moving wind and air that's coming out of that, and creating all kinds of downpours, I guess. Same thing with Melbourne area is getting some of that very, very quick air. Not good. It's rare for Minnesota to get strong tornadoes. Yeah, it's not good. Central Australia, and you know, it probably wouldn't hurt for them to have some rain there. I can't say it's a bad thing, but also I hope they don't get too much all in one shot. Weather Melbourne. Yeah, we can do weather Melbourne. Weather Melbourne is 4 millimeters of rain per 3 hours, and it is 11 degrees. Oh, that thing says 10 degrees. Oh, hang on, I moved it there. It's 10 degrees. And that's what we're seeing. And actually, it looks like it is a little bit warmer there than it is a little bit more inland. I'm looking at some of those temperatures too. That's a little bit cool. That's, I guess, up on 1-0. Brr. You guys are going to have to get your Christmas trees out there pretty soon, Leo. Oh, hang on, that's not the season. What about those 6 white boomers? They'll be able to pull those sleighs, right? Anyway, and yes, I know that song very well. 6 white boomers, 6 white boomers. Never mind, I'm not going to get you stuck in your head. Oh, the things that you listen to when you shouldn't. Anyway, Brisbane, the Shaker place, still holding at 16, and that is pretty awesome. Okay, that is kind of what we're seeing there, our weather around the world. I want to find the cold spot, you guys, and we'll see if we can locate it really quickly here. I did see a minus 71, and there we go. Yeah, minus 72. So we had a minus 72 up there. And let's see if we can locate something a little colder. And there may be in other spots. And 64, 65, 66. No, maybe not. 67. Okay. I don't know if we're going to see it in that area here. But we'll go back over here. Like I said, a minus 72 Celsius is what I seen on here. And I think we will live with that as soon as I find it again. Minus 71. Down or up? No. Okay, well, I can't find it again, but I guess we'll have to settle for minus 71. I thought I seen minus 72 in there, though. And I guess maybe I'm just a little off. But anyway, yeah, that's cold enough. You know, like, you're not going to notice the difference if from a minus 71 or 72 or even minus 75. It's, like I said before, any acrylic material that you've got on, like a nylon jacket or outer shell, they all sound like paper bags at that temperature. It doesn't matter which one you've got on. Even your wool will sound like paper bags. So, like I say, the coldest I've been in is a minus 49 degrees Celsius. So I'm sure there's others out there that have bragging rights for being in colder weather, but for me, that's plenty cold. I don't need any colder. And if you want to have the record for being in the coldest place, hey, go hard. I got no objections. Anyway, good people, I think that wraps up our show for today, and I thank everyone for being here. You guys are awesome. Trying to get you back to something that we can actually see, and I'm going to actually put you back onto our feed from the Rikens Peninsula as a thing. And the warmest, we don't care about the warmest. There's lots of places that are really hot. And that is, where'd you find that, Sue? Tell me where you found that. Or is it that darn bar that's in my way on the bottom that I can't get to it? Because I'm sure there's got to be colder temperatures down there somewhere. And I'm just wondering where you found it, minus 87. Because the lowest I've ever seen was minus 90. And that scared the heck out of me. So that's all good. Anyway, yeah, it's too cold. Gute Nacht, Herr Dr. Omi. Vielen Dank. And yeah, that is time to get off of here. So is that the power plant? Yes, you bet, Grandma B. That is the power plant. And the highway is just off to the right-hand side where that smoke is blowing. And the Blue Lagoon is just off screen on the left-hand side. And that is where it is. So that would be pretty cool. And I think we will leave it as that. So thanks to all for another great stream. See you guys around. Good night, Yvonne Kunkel, and take care. And good night to everyone. Thank you all for being here today. A big thank you to the super chatters. We had Gura, as well as Sharon Stewart, Omi, Metal Omi 54, and Grandma B, and Kevin Haynes as well. And I thank all of you for that wonderful support. Also, a big thank you to all the members out there for their wonderful support. You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate it. And all the best to all of you. And just a big reminder, we are one big happy lava family here, though. So whether you are in there or not, as far as throwing support in, some people just can't afford things and stuff like that. And we get it, you know, we really do. So I want to say thank you to all of you for being here, and it really does help us out. And the best thing that you can do for support is hit that like button, and that really does help us out as well. So on those friendly notes, thank you everyone, and thank you moderators. You guys are awesome. Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, Lucas, and Joseph Fields, all in here, and thank you kindly. And on that, it's time to put my final line in there. Please make sure that you tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care, everyone. Have a super night, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Oink, oink.